Stretching 1/4 of the way down the globe, glaciers from the last ice age carved deep canyons into the edge of the land they blanketed. Deep canyons on coastline are what create natural deepwater ports. One does not simply make a deepwater port. All over Europe, natural ports. All over North America, natural ports, giving Europe, whose ports, critically, didn't freeze in the winter, by far the best ship design and navies of the time. Ships and navies that could leave the ports of Europe, but then also easily land and keep landing in the natural deepwater ports of North America. New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Baltimore, quickly establishing highly productive settlements they use as a foothold to push west across North America. Ports, people, the land along the East Coast, great. But that was not what cemented the United States into an inevitable superpower. It was the Louisiana Purchase, a legal guarantee that no other European power would colonize or explore. This area of land was purchased for $340 million in today's money. But what would that piece of land be worth today? I mean, it's a truly priceless section of the United States. There is no scenario under which America would sell the middle of the country. But if you had to come up with a dollar value for it, it's worth at least $60 trillion. And I personally think that's kind of low, but $60 trillion, that would be a 17,640,000% increase on the purchase price. Thomas Jefferson taking the crown of probably the best investment anyone ever has made. So try as hard as you can, and it would still be very, very hard to overstate the importance of the Mississippi Basin. It's the best farmland the world has ever seen. It's all connected via a series of very flat navigable rivers. As I said earlier, it has more navigable miles of river than the rest of the world put together. But then it empties out into the protected Gulf of Mexico, giving the U.S. an outlet into the ocean from the middle of the country. France knew full well what they were selling. They knew the land was so good, they sold it to the US to screw over England.
The sale assures forever the power of the United States, and I have given England a rival who sooner or later will humble her pride.
France being at war with Britain, the money was part of it, but the sale did, in fact, guarantee that in a couple of short centuries, the US would surpass Britain by a lot. Building on the strong footing in the East, the US used it to push out Spain and connect the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean, forming the greatest military defense still today that exists. 3,000 miles between the constantly warring Europeans and 4,500 miles from Asia. This Great Blue Buffer is the main reason the US is the only highly developed country that hasn't had to rebuild over the last 150 years. Great. The US has all this cool land, and here's where it all comes together.